everybody. I think we're live. Please give me some feedback and let me know that you can hear us good and Ian doesn't have to do anything with the audio, that you're getting clear audio reception, because it's very important. I want you guys to be able to hear. Thank you guys that were already waiting. I tried to give you the courtesy of posting on my channel that I was coming on, because some of my favorite readers come on and I don't know when, and then I always catch the tail end, or I don't know when it's happening. So when I'm coming on, I'm definitely going to post within the same day to give you guys some heads up, because I know you're from all different time zones. So I'm going to try to work with that time too and make sure, you know, that some of the Europeans I go earlier for, because I know sometimes when it's 8 or 9 here, they're already in bed. So who is here? Let me see. Hello, Thang Train. Hello, Simran. Hello, Saruchi. How are you? You're so sweet. I haven't heard from you in a while. This is great. You're always here when we're on live. I really appreciate it. Teresa, hello. Hoboken girl, Juliana, Alex. Oh, Alex D, you're so funny. You're so sweet. You crack me up. Okay, you guys, I'm very excited. Honey 41, all of that. Ashley, Bonilla. Hi, Angie, Ashley, Sarah. Consuelo, Nitten, everybody, hello, hello, Alejandro, Maddie, hey, from Michigan, hi, what is that, Azka, Shahab, hello, Tanya, BTS, Lil, 11th Miracle, hello, you guys, Gidget Joe, hello, you guys, Gidget Joe, as you know, she is the beauty that does all our timestamps for us and has everything all set right after the videos. I'm so busy filming and trying to answer, you know, clients on the fly that I just don't have time for that. And she does it every day and she does it beautifully. So thank you so much, Gidget Joe. You are the sugar in my coffee. Hello, Suzanne, Sierra Shadows, Side Reel. What great names. Lightning Spark. Hello, Malia. Hi, I'm so glad you came on. Malia is one of my regulars over on Instago and I love talking to her. It's funny, you guys. It's like, I'm starting to have dreams about you guys and like the outcomes of the questions you're asking me over on Instago, like really crazy things. And I want to share this with you for 1 minute. I had a dream the other night, and I don't know what you guys' opinion recently is on Jim Carrey, but now that he's doing his art and he's really, you know, his perspective on life is mellowed and he's sat back and, you know, that mania of being in Hollywood isn't affecting him and he doesn't feel like he has to entertain. He's really connected and he really gets the esoteric and he gets, you know, that we are so multidimensional and all that. And I had a dream about him that I just had a regular conversation and about tarot. And he's saying, you know, it's one of the most beautiful fields to get into. And he was like, anything that's light working, he's like, where you let other people feel they're not alone, they're connected, they have friends, they're part of a tribe. He's like, it's the most beautiful thing. And that was pretty much all of the dream. But we were just sitting in his art studio and it was so surreal and so amazing, because I know Cherry's daughter like loves him. There's a way I'm going to connect with him. I'm sure he's going to have art shows and stuff in New York, and I'm going to crash dive that and see what's going on. So, oh my gosh, you guys, amazing. Melanie Jade, how are you? Great to see you. Knit and Pie, Epiphany Strata, Ridhi, hi. Little Stella Seed, hi, you guys. Oh, Melanie Jade, I'm so excited you're here. Julie, hello. Courtney, hi. I got my lucky citrine on. I was in the beach store the other day and I found this strand and I love the big chunky ones. And I feel like so lucky and abundant whenever I wear citrine in the first place. But I was like, I put this on, I'm like, this is a magic color. So I'll post this in my shop and the girl's gonna get me some more strands because they get such high grade things. And I was like, it's like citrine season. I feel like sunshine harvest season. Everybody's gonna go out there and meet with success. It's gonna be really great. I am so glad and so grateful. Before I turn things over to Ian, this is very important. I want to offer a sincere thanks and major appreciation to all my patrons and helping expand the materials and resources that I'm able to garner due to their support. Thank you so much. Enormous hugs and gratitude to you fabulous viewers, subscribers. You guys are amazing. Your warm receptivity, you're acclimating to new challenges. I'm so proud. It's such a wonderful and impressive phase you guys are all going through. Honestly, your comments on YouTube, they make my day. If I'm not either laughing, smiling, I'm tearing up and crying, because some of the DMs I was left with, people saying, you know, I start my day shaking with anxiety and your voice calms me and I feel good. And the positivity definitely is contagious. And people said, you know, I feel like I can walk out my door with my head held high and feel like I have my act together, and that I'm reaching for the light and I'm reaching for the hope and the fun anticipation of the day, as opposed to who's going to bother me, who's going to get in my way, you know, all the angst and stuff that comes with that. And thank you for leaving me those messages, because they are so touching. And I have artists and creators out there that do that for me. And that is my main goal, to let you guys know we all are connected, protected. And when we work together and listen and help one another, we can do anything. And I can't tell you how heartwarming this makes me. I mean, I laugh so hard at the comments, they kill me. So that's that. And yeah, I think we're all caught up. I'm going to turn this over to Ian. He's going to explain, because he is going to take your questions as usual, because the reel goes quick and I don't want to miss people. So he's going to let you know how everything's going. Most of you guys know, but just in case, I'll take a breath like a normal human.
Oh, hi. We have Super Chat on, which you just saw. Thanks very much, Sarah. Melanie answers as many questions as she can. She does prioritize the Super Chat, and by dollar amount, so the higher the dollar amount, the more likely you'll get an answer. Any Super Chat questions, or all Super Chat questions, will get answered. Sometimes, if we run out of time, they'll be answered in text tomorrow or the day after. So if you have a question, a Super Chat question, it does not get answered on camera, come back to the feed tomorrow or the day after. Leave a text under a regular comment, and then she'll look at it, she'll reply, and you'll get your answer that way. Okay, so let's start with the first question. Sarah asked, any messages for me? Thank you, your messages are lovely.
Hello, Sarah. Thank you so much. And for you, Sarah, I'm going to be using my new Witch's Wisdom deck. I love this. I was watching a reader that I like pull these out. It was the first time I've ever seen them used, and the messages were so beautiful. And I love them. It's just a simple deck. So let's see. And I love these for just one-off messages. Okay, so we have imagination. Just give me 1 second. So basically, yeah, this is, I gotta breathe. Our imagination can take us anywhere. It can take us to the land of doubt and fear and all of those things that we don't want to go. But if we use our imagination for the positive, to bring us to a place where we feel comfortable, we feel confident, that beautiful inner dialogue that says we're capable, we're valued, wherever we go, we're comfortable, that, you know, we're never going to be unprotected. We're never going to be without things that are a necessity in our life, right? And let's use our imagination for the good. Where are we going to go? Today, while I was watching Marissa Pierce, and she said that she'd like everybody who's watching her video to do, she calls it a mood board, but we call it vision boards, and put everything down there that you like, because when you create that, you don't create anything bad or failure, right? It's everything. I want to go to Paris, put up the Eiffel Tower. I want to go see my parents twice a year, put up a picture of them. I want to, people that want to conceive, I want to have a baby, put up a picture of a baby or girl or boy, nursery, crib, all of that. Use your imagination to cultivate a rich manifestation state, because wow, autumn is like the harvest for that. So really do that. Anytime you catch yourself thinking anything negatively, be like, I was given my imagination to think of things that are going to be helpful and soothing to me. Therefore, I'm going to use it for my best aspect, and quickly change that channel to something good. Move a muscle, change a thought, and you'll change your mood, and you will change the outcome of things as well. So beautiful. I love that. Thank you. I love these. These cards are like, I just kapow the second I got them. Okay, Ian.
We've got a great number of Super Chats coming in. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
We're going to jump to 10 euros. So presumably the Serious Man 11 is in Europe somewhere. Is he the right person for me? It's from the Serious Man 11.
Okay. I do feel right now with the simple card of dedication, the answer is yes. Now what happens is people kind of, they put feelers out. Will this person be supportive of me? Will this person be trustworthy? Will this person be there in the long haul? Because what happens is when we first meet them, you know, we can't know obstacles we're going to face, right? Or anything like that. So we become more and more like protective and loving and closer when it's somebody for us, and we dedicate our time to them. We dedicate our attention. We honestly listen when they're speaking to us. So this is saying also that they are right now, there's bonding going on here. You see all the ritualistic things here, everything, all the elements are falling into place, the binding and the bonding. But again, watch for all those little attributes that you want. And when you speak, is he truly listening and taking, you know, taking notes mentally? You know, like if you asked him to repeat your favorite color animal, whatever, and you've already had that discussion with him, is he able to do that? Because what's important to you is also important to someone who is the right one and really cares about you. They'll focus in, and you'll feel that because all your chakras connect with one another, and there's an energy exchange, and you either feel good and open and light and like everything is flowing when you're a good match. But I definitely feel that, and I feel like they will be dedicated to you. And you know, oftentimes it's like we need our own space, but we need to know that, you know, there's this person we can call and speak to, and we'll have their full attention. They're really invested in the outcome. They're dedicated to us and our life path purpose. And I feel like this is definitely happening for you. So I love that energy. Very nice. Oh, beautiful.
Okay, we have a question from Saruchi Lee.
Hello, Saruchi.
Will I attend my dream medical school in 2020 with full scholarship? It's in Minnesota. Thank you so much, Mel. You're phenomenal. Love you.
Well, oh, thank you, Saruchi. All right, I'm going to pull one tarot. So in awakening, I feel right now that you've awakened the law of attraction manifestation, that it's already working with you, that you have laid down the groundwork and you have given it great thought. I know because I've seen you on other reads, and that it's a continual question in your heart. And it's something that you're so striving for, you're so vested in. And here's the healthy aspect that you're doing. And I'm going to show you a tarot card too that's coming for you. And the news is going to come soon, and it's going to be beneficial. Pages all about that lovely message and offering. So I do believe everything is going to go in your favor in this aspect. And part of it is because when we put our utter focus into something we want, it generates a kind of propulsion system that brings it towards us. You know, it is our dream. It is our hope. It is, you know, it becomes aligned. And the most important counterpart is to always just focus on the beautiful outcome that's coming, like it's already happening, like it's already on its way. Start preparing for that. Like, start, what am I bringing? What am I bringing for this weather? What am I bringing for this atmosphere? And start to picture yourself packing all that stuff. Again, a mental vision board, very, very important. So gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Yeah, and you're going to feel it more and more. I feel like the more that things come in our sphere, the more excited we get, the potential for it happening, knowing it's here. We feel lifted. We feel elated. So let that feeling sink in and bring you up, because it's already on its way. Beautiful. Yeah, you put all the effort towards this and the focus for it to come your way. So I'm excited, Saruchi. Very nice.
Okay, we have a question from Amaris Cunningham. Does Tyler want me to communicate with him?
Because I love shuffling new cards. I'm just like ready for them to just go flying on the ground, and they're oversized. So union, yes, absolutely. I feel that oftentimes male, female, that aspect doesn't matter. Oftentimes there is always the more secure person, the more communicative person, the person that leans in. And there has to be one person that does that, right? Because if they're both leaning out, waiting to be, you know, in that receptive energy, that yin energy, nothing happens. Somebody has to do the yang and reach out and be the giver and the communicator. And then there becomes a union, there becomes a match, there becomes dialogue. But so many people are like, oh, he'll call or she'll call. And it's odd how people will assume something, right? Oh, well, he or she had a very bubbly personality. They were very outgoing. So of course they'll contact me. I don't have to worry about it. And then people sit around waiting, what's going on? And also people are very flattered when male or female aspect reaches out and says, hello, you know, I like you as a person. And then boom, it's off from there. But somebody has to make the first move. So absolutely do that. Reach out. Nice. Often in my youth, I did that too. I would just call somebody up and say, what's up? Let's go out.
A question from Alex D. Is financial support coming in September? If so, how?
Alex D. How are you, Alex? Okay, so Alex, also we have the responsibility card here and the high priestess. So you are protected magically, and things are happening through just manifestation, thinking about it, wanting it. But also when we have this, there has to be some groundwork said. Are there alternatives that you can reach out to? Anything, relatives, people, places, or things that want to invest in you, all of that we have to put effort, motive, and focus behind it, okay? We can't just say, you know, I want $1 million or I want $10,000. And Oftentimes, the way it works even better is when you ask somebody what they want. That's fine if they say they want $1 million, but it's not actually paper money they want. It's what that can afford them. So start thinking, why do you want this? Where do you want to go? Do you want your own home? Start to picture that. Start to give answers as to why you want this, so the universe can start, the law of attraction for you. Obviously, you don't want it so you can just put it in a bonfire and burn it up, right? There is something in the works that you need this for, right? Food, housing, education, whatever it is, that's part of the responsibility thought process and how to accumulate that too. And I feel that you are guided and protected in quite a big way, and that, spirit and angels hear you when you ask for things. So ask, but also have gratitude for what you already have. Because if we're in that lack mentality of, oh, I wish I had, I'm never going to have enough, blah, 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 things don't move in our direction. When you're like, wow, I am so grateful for the fact that, I have a roof over my head. Show gratitude so more arrives. Okay. I feel like you do. There's relief coming. I just feel like you breathing a big sigh of relief. Beautiful. But remember, it's very important to have that authentic gratitude and say thank you every day when you wake up. Wow, I'm breathing. I feel good. Yes. Great to see you, Alex. You're always here. I'm so I'm so delighted when I see the same faces.
We have a question from Shadows4444. Any messages, please, and thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hi, Shadow444. Let's see what's going on. Let me give these a good shuffle. I love these cards so much, but it's the first time I'm shuffling, and I swear it's like I feel like they're just going to go flying any second. So I felt compelled to pull two. Like I pulled one, and then one said they need a clarifier. So you had remembrance. Now this is say, go back and use your ancient eyes to see what helped you in the past, what motivated you, what helped you get over certain hurdles. And it's because of this. You're going to be going through a rebirth phase. But in order to do that, what can you let go, and what is super helpful when you look back and you're like, what helped me? What times were tough? And I dug deep and I really thought, asked for help, knew I could do this, reached out to the right people, used all my resources to get to that next level in life. Because during this rebirth, it's really important that we hone in on our resources, our natural skill sets, our innate ability to come up with answers on the fly. It's just part of who we are as human beings, that we're survivalists, but we also have ancient wisdom. We also have ancient soul messages. We have angels, we have guides, we have everything that helps us. And we're perpetually going through phoenix moments, right? You ever just be so down on some days, you're like, I can't even move, whether it's chemical, whatever is going on, where you're just like, I feel heavy, there's too much going on. Then you get a respite and you rest and you pull away, and then you come back renewed. And that's what this rebirth is about. Guess what? There's probably, I feel there's energetic clutter. I feel like there might be one or two people or things in your lives that don't really serve you anymore, that are excessive. So therefore, they're taking your focus off on what you really should be doing, who you really should be with, and things like that. So get rid of residue, really look and go, what doesn't get me excited? What is around in my house? What is around in my circle that just doesn't get me excited, right? And even worse, might be a drain on you, and rid yourself of that. Really think back. When did you have breakthroughs? What helped you the most? Because carry that into your new phase, because you're in this beautiful new phase of just being able to work through things beautifully, and living that life cloak lighter, not taking things so seriously, knowing that humor is a great aspect to get through life as well. So definitely beautiful message. Yeah, you have a lot of cool changes coming, a lot of insightful knowledge coming your way. Oh, I love that. I love that card. Okay, huh?
I just want to remind people that you're welcome to put your questions in text, but we do prioritize the super chat. Any super chat questions will be answered. If we don't get them on camera, Mel goes around and if you put them in the comments after the video, she'll get an answer in text in the next, normally within 24 to 48 hours. So here's another question for you. From Free and Wild, will I get a job in the US?
Okay. Hello, Free and Wild. I hope so. It's a good place. You just don't want to go in the northeast or northwest in February, because it's snowy and it's cold. Even sometimes where we live in Connecticut gets a little nuts. So I'm going to pull one tarot. I'm learning. Ooh, the wheel. So I feel like the wheel of fortune is going in your favor. I feel like whatever you want right now to manifest in terms of that, you're going to be able to, because you're going to have guidance in all kinds of spheres. I mean, it's kind of like an alchemy mix of, first, do you really want it? Because what's important is we have to pinpoint what we want, because that's when the universe, that's when our angels, guide, source start working for us to make it happen. But we have to identify it. Not, should I go there? I want to go there. Once you decide that, you're at the top of the perspective. You start to, get excited about it. You start to generate energy behind it, because I feel like you're going to have guidance too. You're going to start seeing synchronistic events and numbers and things that bring you there. You're going to see the American flag everywhere if it's something that you're really geared up to go, because I feel like the choice is yours. If you decide, I feel like it's going to go in your favor. Again, like, get the excitement, get that all bubbling up, get the connection with, universe, this is what I want. But sometimes people can be so wavering that there isn't a discerning point where absolutely you want this, absolutely it can happen, especially with these two cards. So beautiful. You'll love it. It's such a diverse, amazing country. Always weird things happening here. Mr. Trump.
We have a question from Gidget Joe.
Hi, Gidget!
Anything coming in this fall or and winter? Love, question mark, abundance, question mark.
Let's see. How are you? And again, thank you so much every day. I don't know how you get to the comments so quickly. I'm always like, oh, girl. Oh, I mixed these cards. I was like, girl, how are you even on that so quick? Because that's one thing for the viewers. I do want them to have something. Oh, I want to use these new ones too. I feel like, let me give it a quick. I got to give them a quick. Once I put my glasses on, I almost get. Let's get this, that, and that. Okay, so abundance, yeah, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like your monetary world is going to increase, and what's happening is people are going to pay more attention to your skill sets and realize the value of them. Therefore, they're willing to pay more for your offerings. You actually, I feel like you're quite skilled, and sometimes people will just go with the status quo, or they undervalue what their skill sets are. But this is time to step up and ask for that raise. If you're doing things independently, set your price points reasonable, so it's not like you're just doing the work and giving the gift away. Because what happens is, it's like, if you put in blood, sweat, and toil, and you really love what you're doing, like I do with jewelry, I am shopping for the best stones. I go crazy. I'll be exhausted at the end of it, even though I love it, because you put your all in it right when it's your passion. So you're going to get financially rewarded for that. Let's see what's going on in terms of love. Oh, look at this. So you have massive. Oh, I love this. I love these two. Spirit's like, get more, get more. Okay, so manifestation, your skills are going to be an all-point high, but I do feel like that writing should be part of this. When I see parchment and paper, the writing down is going to redouble the effort and the impact of it. It works for me. I am serious. I can never, ever stipulate enough. When I wake up, I get my notebook and I get my pen, and I'm like, this is what I'm going to do today. I'm grateful for this. This is what's going to be happening. I don't even say this is what I'd like to be happening. I say I have gratitude for blah, 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 blah. Usually it's resolving some conflict or issue within a client that they can't, they're suffering, and I really want to be able to get to the meat of the problem in the simplest way for them. And an answer will come to me, because I have to divest myself of so much focus. And that's what happens with manifestation. If we want it too bad and we're just breathing down the neck of time, we push it away. This is about going, you know what, this is what I want. Thank you. I release it, and the universe kindly bring it to me. That's what that's about. And then with this beautiful stability, you're going to have stability, economic, more importantly, emotionally. I feel like emotionally, you're not going to feel ping-ponged. You're not going to have those highs and lows. You're not going to feel like, that one day William the Conqueror, like you can do anything, and then the next day, like just exhausted by things, because you're not taking things personally. You're not playing into any of the gossip, the bull, or the hype that's out there. You know what's what. You know what soul issues are and what's important. And because you're focused on that, none of the petty is touching you. So you feel much better health-wise. I feel like this is going to be your year of robust health, because what might have affected you before is your emotions getting caught up in other things, but you're not playing in that field anymore. You're like, you know what? You're protecting yourself, which is smart. Again, protection stones, you guys, get some onyx. I felt like I needed these yesterday, and I just made them for myself, because I feel like sometimes when I go out, there is negative energy, and as an empath, I start to feel it. Onyx, tourmaline, dark stones deflect that energy away from you. You'll see a lot of readers wearing it, and it's very helpful, because sometimes we can't help it if we're loving and caring, and I love people, so I have a heart and I want to listen. But sometimes people are just sheer, they're like energy vampires, or they're vicious. They're just vicious people, and you're not even playing it so wonderful. You're just, it's like you have a clear vision, and that's all you want to see. You don't want to see any of the garbage, so you're not seeing it. You have those lovely blinders on of forward progress. Really beautiful. I love that. I know we all got to tap back into that. Okay, hon. Oh, I'm happy for you.
LJ44 says, "Hey Mel, you look fabulous."
Oh, thank you.
And then Renee B asks, "It's September, the month I finally find the one."
All right, let's give these a shuffle, yo. Oh, that looks pretty good. Okay, like I see this thing. I'm hearing two words: banishment and allowance. So what that means in terms of fulfillment, you have to banish any of the doubt and fear that comes in sometimes when it comes to finding the one, finding love. Because what happens is everybody's so worried about how they appear to this particular person that they like or they encounter, that instead of becoming a good listener and somebody that really wants to know about their life, they're trying to portray an image of themselves that will become acceptable. Like they're trying to go, through our words all the time, you can tell when people are trying to impress you, right? You see it sometimes with actors and people. There's this kind of like leaning in, and that's hard for people. So instead of that, just be in that yin receptivity. Let them prove to you who they are and why they're so wonderful. And then you decide. You should never be selling yourself like a piece of real estate, like, oh, look how sturdy my windows are, blah, 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 it's a great view. All of that. No, this is your time to just be like, okay, what have you got? What's going on? What's on offer? You know what I mean? Like legitimately, instead of being interesting, be interested. Watch what they're doing, saying, and behaving, and they're going to come to you. I feel like your wish is ready to be granted. So keep your peepers open. They're there. Ooh, that's exciting.
Okay, we have a question from Brittany Riley. What should I know?
Oh, let's see. Okay, I love these, but I swear they're going to take me forever in a year. Okay, so you have magic and you have prosperity. So you do have prosperity coming your way, and that is however you define it. Now, it's funny how magic can encompass a whole realm of anything. Magic to me is something that is significant and out of the norm, that is beautiful. Like I believe in earth magic so much. Like magic, like trees sing to me. Literally, when I go out in the backyard, I feel my blood pressure drop. I breathe better. That is earth magic. That is grounding. That is calm. And magic is energy. Also, when prosperity is involved, it's this kind of energy of knowing and being aligned with your true purpose, your true life path, knowing what it is you want, asking for it and getting it. And that's the law of attraction is magic. Manifesting is magic. But it's also, if you go back centuries, you hear philosophers talk about this, that we are our thoughts. So when we think the world is good and beautiful and bright, it is. We have everything we want. We're prosperous as hell. I see this all the time down the beach. There'll be Spanish families with 5 kids, 1 bucket shared between them. They are having a blast. I will go to another beach and say Darien, where there are extreme wealth. The kids will have everything and the kitchen sink with them, and they'll be sitting around board. It's all perspective. It's all, and any child or any person, when they're given too much, it's very hard to respect and cherish those things, because it's an avalanche of things. Like I watched a Jeffree Star video where he had so much stuff in his foyer, he was just throwing out big sample boxes of very expensive things. He couldn't deal with all the stuff that was coming in. And that happens when we get too much. So this is going to be a delivery of things that you're going to cherish and love, because it's not coming in an avalanche, nor is it coming where there feels like a lack. So you're going to have what you need plus some, and you are going to feel like Amazon is just coming to your door with your wishes. So that's really beautiful. It's a way calmer phase too. I feel like a lot of wrinkles are going to be worked out over the next couple of months, where things don't seem like a struggle anymore. It's kind of just like I'm seeing a lake surface, like very calm for you. And that's prosperity to me, a calm frame of mind. If I could have that all the time, I would take that over $1 gazillion. Because it's hard to stay in that state, but you're reaching it. Beautiful. Oh, I love that.
Okay, you got your first orange donation. Thank you very much. That's fantastic.
Hello,
From Mary
Mary.
Caffrey. So we're going to go right to that. I'm a little confused about the question, but here I go. In a tough decision, bought TH. I think that's townhouse 4 years ago. Nice, but hate it. Want to sell and move. Do you think it's the time?
Okay. I'm going to pull one tarot as well, and then I'm going to ask for a clarifier. That's funny. Yeah, the Four of Cups, the thinking, the lack mentality. So these are the clarifiers on that, and this is amazing because look, whoa, alchemy and homecoming. So it's, oh, that's crazy. It tried to jump away. Get back here. Homecoming. Yeah, you have a new home that is definitely on the way. Give it a shot. Put it up on the market, because what's happening is markets fluctuate. So, you know, there's stability, instability, but there's always that one or two people that are out there that are looking for exactly what you have to offer. It's so strange. It's like that thing when you go to a tag sale or you go to a secondhand shop and you see that beautiful silver tray, and it has been something you've been looking for. Your home is something that someone is dying for, and it is the perfect space and place for them. It is their homecoming. It is their wish. That's amazing. And the alchemy is perfect timing. It's everything. It's everything working for you. Timing, desire, all of those things. So I feel like that you're also going to get whatever you're asking for, to the asking price. So there's not going to be like crazy negotiation. So definitely you want to put on the market, do it, because, you know, it is weird how somebody's always desiring something that we want to exchange. And this is obviously ideal timing. Beautiful. I love these cards. I'm serious. And they jump. It's like, they are amazing. Oh, I'm excited for you. Moving house is like, I love moving. Like, people think it's so traumatic. I love anything new where you get to experience new neighbors, new things. It's wonderful. You know, it's a refresher and a restart button on your life, where you then do things differently, better, because you're on a different tier. You get to renegotiate how things are, and you get to be more flexible, right? If you always live in the same place, you see the same people, the same behaviors, you start to get in a cycle, right, of doing the same thing. This is time for you to expand. Very beautiful. I love it.
Okay, we have a question from Honey411-2002. Will I meet my soulmate twin flame in September? I ask because I've had dreams about this man that I have never met before.
Okay. It's funny. I have a lot of clients over on my Instago, and they have amazing spring. I have the spring card. I don't know where in the world you live, but this will pertain to your spring that I feel like they're coming in. I'm going to pull a clarifying card. Now, this was amazing because when I started to do a lot, oh, look at that. Yeah, with the moon and the blessings and the moon blessings. Yeah, I definitely feel a few moons will be passing before this takes place. But what's happening right now is you're connecting with them on an energetic level through dreams. That's what happens. But oftentimes there are months of this. So you'll be going through the winter months where you are of this process. And what happens is you get more and more vivid aspects of them, their personality, their laugh, how they actually feel holding your hand, hugging, touching, their hair, and weirdly enough, olfactory senses start to kick in too. So how they smell, all of those things. And it's like, it's almost like a slow unfolding, because it's a way we prepare, because slowly we elevate in so much our consciousness, our behaviors, the way we eat, we start to take care of ourselves. We become more sensitive to other things too. Low vibrational stuff really starts to bother us. People that, you know, swear really loud, or tell people to shut up, or they act disrespectful, it really starts to bother us. And that's definitely an aspect that is happening for sure. So, oh, I love that energy for you. So spring, I love that. Okay.
A question from Florencia Gonzalez. Hi there. My question is that if I should continue waiting for her. Thank you very much, and greetings from Argentina.
Hello. Okay. And do you have the green thing right there, so I can hang it over the back of the cat shredded chair?
I do not know what a green thing is.
The green folded thing to the right that is a backdrop. Just folded. Oh, interesting. And then I'm just going to hang it over the back. It's so distracting. This is the cat attack chair, and we let the cat attack it. But it's so, thanks. It's so distracting to me, because I was like, Yeah. Okay. So is there a chance you can rephrase that entirely? Like, I know what you said.
Lawrence wants to know if she should continue waiting for her.
I do feel like yes, because you have cleansing and feminine. So yeah, this is the divine feminine that is a very close celestial match. They're going through a cleansing process. Not so much a dark night of the soul, but they're investigating their shadow self. And sometimes there's issues that come up, and people feel like they're unlovable when that happens. People feel like they're undervalued. They feel like they don't have a place in love, that they don't have a place in someone's heart. They second guess themselves. The world is heavy, but they come through. That's what the dark night of the soul is. It's an understanding that they're going to be able to come back to their beautiful feminine receptivity to love, to connections, and not harbor any of this grief. And there's some kind of yeah, it's grief that they carry. And people, when they're dealing sometimes with grief, they have moments where they're uncommunicative and they step away. But I feel definitely that it's worth the effort, and they're there for the long haul. They're just really repairing. They're repairing their, it's like, I keep hearing essence, their confidence and their connectivity. So it's just taking a moment. You know, emotional people, because I feel like she's emotional, can be very delicate, and they need that time to just kind of realign. And that's what she's doing. And then everything is going to come back into this beautiful phase where you're connecting on equal terms and equal levels. So I love that. Yeah. Sometimes we have to be patient with people. They're just not at, always at the same spot as we are. Beautiful. Yeah. It's like a sadness or something, but it'll lift.
This is from Saruchi Lee. Thank you so much, Melanie. Infinite love and blessings for you and your family.
Yeah.
Your energy is so healing and lovely. My anxiety just went away. Thank you. Love you.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. I love that. And all you guys that leave comments that you watch me right before bed because my voice is relaxing. I'll tell you what, I'm such a weirdo in that hearing is my biggest thing. I'm clairaudient. So voices and tones are very important to me. Like, I brought this bowl up here just in case. And every once in a while I'll do that because, I'm constantly channeling and hearing things that someone's voice, I believe people's voice are evocative of their mood. So if you're ever listening to a reader and they feel tense, or worse, they are projecting, please just wait for another day to listen to that reader. I have favorite readers, and unintentionally they do this, and their fears come through it, and it's projective. You can hear it in their voice. Sometimes their voice cracks, they get anxiety. Just move away from that, because you don't need it piled onto you. They should always be in a refreshed space. Unfortunately, they don't always know how to do that and to wait. I don't touch my damn cards or the camera until I'm like, ta-da, I'm happy, I'm good, I've had coffee, I have my act together, right? But, always go to that voice that you could listen to while you're sleeping and you don't feel any problems in that, right? Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm very sensitive to that. And thank you, Saruchi. That's so sweet.
We have another yellow donation. Thank you very much. This was from Elgens. I've met this guy named Christoph and feel something very strong for him. Lots of signs point to him feeling the same way, but for some reason I feel uncertain about him. Any insight?
Okay. Well, while I'm shuffling, I'm already hearing, don't be overcritical or overthinking everything you've said and done when you connect with them. A lot of my clients say, oh my gosh, Melanie, I'm afraid I text too much. I'm afraid I overshare. I'm afraid I do this and that. Where there is a phase, I believe, in the first 5 weeks where there should be equal give and take. We should not always have to be the one that's connecting. We should not always have to be the one that is, how are you? Good night, good day, always doing that, always prompting. We should definitely have some, oh, look at that. I like that. You got Page of Cups. He's doing some work. Oh, an ace. Nice. It's hard to do the fan out method. Yeah. One, I'm feeling this is the one. This is something that is also divinely directed toward you, because I feel like this person has a lot to teach you, a lot in the phase of growth, maybe travel, maybe self-understanding, also boundary setting. I'm hearing, because look at this with the pentacles right here, you're going to feel much more grounded and good. I feel like this is solid. Whatever this is based on, the foundation is being built. Not to second guess yourself, be like an earth sign that is like, you know what, why should I doubt when I could be like in the house of yes. I mean, why do we always do that? We're so quick to believe, like, just say you meet two friends and somebody's like, wow, you look great, your skin looks great, and the other person's like, what the hell are you wearing? You will definitely go to that person that is critiquing what you're wearing and go, I know it's hellish, right? Why wouldn't you go to the person that is trying to pay you a compliment, or the person that you already established a connection with? Why would you doubt that, especially with this beautiful ace energy that's like, ta-da, here you go, this is your chance, you know. Really look back, reflect on other relationships. When do you felt like you were over giving, and try to rein back on that, right? When do you think that maybe you weren't a good listener, or really connected, or may have been a little disinterested? Just try to improve on that a little bit. It's about little improvements each time. None of us is perfect. None of us, especially in a world where there's so much going on continually and we're so easily distracted, to really stop and listen, right? But this is saying do that, because you'll get a feeling intuitively, your body will feel restful, relaxed when things are going well. Just our logic in our head will overtake everything. So go like to your heart space, go to your soul space. It says everything's all right. Because look, this is the offer. This is the beautiful message of love that is coming, that is sincere. I love pages because I feel like they're more innocent than the knight is like, I want this, here I go. But the page is like, hey, here's my cup. So yeah, I feel like it's going better than you think. I think you're just overthinking it and putting too much work in the process of who, what, when, where, when everything is just in its divine stream and its divine timing, that, you know, you don't have to answer the phone when somebody calls you. So yeah, just going, hey, I'm a great person. And again, remember that inner dialogue. That's so important. You know, I'm being really well received. This person really is attracted to me as I am to them. And, you know, this is, you know, foolproof. I'm just being my natural, authentic self. And when you're doing that, everything, it just goes, it falls into place. So you've got this. This is going to work beautifully. Remember, it's like, and just don't overthink it. Just allow it, because that's the important part. Allowing. Thank you.
Okay, Steph Ewald says she's been going through a tough day, but coming here makes her feel energized. And says thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. I'm so excited that I'm serious. I go crazy for like hours after I get off the reads, because I'm like, I can feel all your energy. I can feel your progress. I can feel your anticipation for good things. And it's really like, for all of us, it's almost like the Borg and the collective, where we all get an infusion of good energy, right? Of good perspective, of community. It's like, I feel like you guys are my living room, and I feel, you know, I just feel like we all go through things. We can look great, feel great on certain days. Other days, like today I went to the supermarket. If you would have saw me, you would have thought I'd broken out of prison. Like, I don't even know what I was wearing. I was wearing black socks and platform sandals, I swear to God, to get my son some mozzarella. I looked insane. But we all go through these things where we have peaks and valleys and all these things. So when we can share it and we realize that we're all going through it, it's so restful and it's so lovely, because, you know, we all are connected, and I love people and I love you guys. So I just can't even, you know, I can't even express it, because I'll start crying, because I'm a big baby. So that's that. Okay, Ian, what else?
Well, first I'd like to mention, did you bother checking the fridge? Because we had mozzarella in the fridge.
No, I didn't, because Hagen came in. I think he just likes to go outside. He wanted kombucha, and he knows how expensive it is, and Ian won't buy it for him. So he always is like, Melanie, can you? He's like, Mom, can we go get? He'll have like an alternate dish he needs. I don't even look in the refrigerator. I don't know what we have. But he's like, oh, look, a kombucha refrigerator. I'm like, that stuff is worth its weight in gold, but I love it too.
Q-Trand, we have a couple more yellows. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Q-Trand. I'm going through a separation. I've had another man in my mind for many years. Why is this other man always in my thoughts? Is the other man a twin flame?
All right, let's find out. I'm going to go to my tarot for this and get one of these. A lot of people are going through some, oh gosh, you got the magic card too. So I feel like that's a possibility. I'm feeling solar twin energy there. I'm going to get some clarifiers in the card. The thing is, I feel like our soulmates and our divine others, they really don't let the energy just seep away. It's always there. It'll come in dream form. Synchronicities, like how are your synchronicities? Are you seeing like 11:11s? Are you looking at the clock when it's 2:22, 3:33? Like a buildup of numbers, birds. I always feel like blackbirds are pure indicators of that too. Like when I'm in need of clarify or something in my life, a crow will always show up. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling like this thought process of this King of Swords. You know, I feel like there's this vital life force to them, and that it's been around for a long time. It's funny how you see the mist in this. This is like centuries old, this connection. And that's why the dream process is going to come in. And watch too how things start to flourish. I feel like as these divine connections come, it's absurd how all of a sudden we get really lucky. Like right before we meet the one and we're in that thing, it's almost like a parallel universe. And we're like, what is my best self? How do I eat good? How do I take care of myself? But even more so, all about the vibration, right? Because we're raising our vibration. We don't get involved in gossip. We're very sensitive to crappy behaviors of others. We move away from that. We will want to spend more time alone where it's more grounded and calm and things like that, so we can connect to this energy. So watch, your synchronicities are going to definitely come more into play. I love that you've got these together, because you know this is part of your perpetual life circumstance. You know, this is centuries we're trying to align, and now is definitely your time. So connect in that. Again, do your vision board, even if it's on your computer. Say what you would say to them, all of those. So start that really strong bonding and binding connection as well. So beautiful. I love that. Yeah, probably an air sign as well.
It's a question from Haley Renee. Melanie, thank you for your wisdom. I was diagnosed with MS in 2017. I'm currently not on medication. I want to heal without meds. Any advice?
Okay, my father-in-law, who's my stepfather, sorry, who's one of my favorite people on earth, and I'm glad this came up, had MS. Now, his mother also did, Jane. Now, get a load of this. Even though she was diagnosed, she had it for decades. She is the most well-traveled woman or person I've ever met in the world. She has been to every country that you're allowed in. And she did this. She had specialized shoes because her feet had an issue. She had a cane. She would do amazing things. She had an appetite like a horse. Even my dad was like, oh my God, Jane's coming. I better make double food. Thin, just went everywhere. Vitality, because I tell you what, a lot of this had to do with her, and I'm certain for you too. This grounding is about mind over matter. When we feel ourselves healing, when we feel good, it's completely 100% in our attitude and our perspective. She knew that she wasn't going to let anything stop her, that a diagnosis is not some kind of death sentence. It's not a life of pain. It's not any of that. That she was going to fill her world and realm with so much interesting travel and people and things that I never once heard her complain about that. I never heard her even sigh when she sat down. And she was in her 70s. She had just got back from Australia. She's like, what are you cooking, Warren? To my dad. And I remember being in awe of that, going, how is this even possible? And it was absolutely because of her ebullience and love for life. And, you know, her husband had passed on years before, and she was just like, I'm just going to travel. And you would think, you know, that would be a thing. But with this grounding energy, this is completely about earth energy, holistic approaches, all of that. And I'll tell you what, I'll put a comment under this video. I'll go look under some of the holistic approaches, because I remember her and Bill both doing this. I remember him being a fan of turmeric and edamame and all that before it was popular, because he was reading up on it, and he was doing certain things, and he needed special shoes too, and his hands were starting to give him problems, and he started doing these things. He had his own garden, and he had all the spices, because like the East, medicine existed purely in form of everything that grew naturally, right? And that's what the pharmaceutical companies use today. So those derivatives, those original ingredients are out there. So I'm going to do some things. Also, go look up, you know, holistic approaches to MS, all that, and I'll do as well. And I'll comment down below, because everything that he said could heal him, and that's crazy. This came out of the ground, came out of a tree, came from nature. And she was the same way. She had a greenhouse, and I remember she grew all this stuff, and I thought it was like funky weed. It was orchids and other things, but I was like, she wouldn't let us in there because it was very temperature sensitive, and I was like, that old woman's growing weed. But now with CBT and all of those things too, I have some people that brought that into, you know, actuality out in California, some friends of mine. So I'm like in awe of that. But again, natural remedies. I feel like there's so many healing aspects. Look to Eastern medicine, all of that, because I was a close component to that, and I saw people live amazing lives with it. You know, what would I thought it would be debilitating, but it had no effect whatsoever. So yeah, perspective and being thankful and gratitude for what is existing in your life helps too, right? Yeah, you have lung capacity, that's important, all of that. Like, I thank goodness every day for that. But yeah, I always feel like people are so blessed when they realize what else is going on and how they can get results and vitality and love of life without, it's the ones that, you know, that go into the pity party, and then they lose their resolve to have a full happy life instead of looking for great results in what's out there, right? So yeah, I'm excited for you. I feel definitely that you're going to flourish and you're going to do well. I just feel it. I keep hearing great life, great adventure. So I love that energy for you. Oh.
Okay, we have a question from Angeline Sky. My friend Teresa has been thinking of someone and believes they are her twin flame or soulmate. Is she right?
One second, I like something crazy in my, okay, I got it. It was like a cat hair and it was driving me crazy. If you guys saw me keep going like that, I was like, cat hair. Okay, so her friend Teresa thinks that they met up with her soulmate or divine other.
Yes,
Teresa.
Angeline's friend Teresa thinks she might have met her soulmate. Is she correct?
Okay. This is an like unfounded, unbelievable, crazy time for these. When I remember doing reads a couple months ago, and everybody's thing was saying 2 months, 3 months, 4 months from where I started. So it was like September, October was absurd for the amounts of divine and soulmate counterparts. Let me pull one of these. And, you know, there's just something going on. There's something where, yeah, see, this is the perfect word for invocation. There's this invocation of matches coming in, because what's happening is that veil is lifted. People no longer have that perspective of, I have to be the best person. I have to be such a good person. I have to be the perfect person. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. They've blown the lid off that. They're like, damn it, I'm enough. I'm good enough. I'm my own self, my own person. I'm an original. I am not like anybody else. Therefore, I'm attracting my twin, who is literally the other half of myself. And I feel like that she's not wrong, that with this coming in, that she's actually invoking it. And look at this, was on the top of the deck. High Priestess. She's given from the higher ups and spirits the synchronicities, the answers, the puzzle pieces, the blueprints. It's making her believe this, because it is true. And oftentimes I have so many people that are like, they start the question with, I might be crazy, but, you know, especially when it comes to divine counterpart or soulmate. And I'm definitely feeling like, you know, this is possibly a soulmate that has continued through, again, centuries. And what happens is they're hit and misses, because people they died of young ages when medicine wasn't what it could be back then. We could not necessarily be married and connect to the people we want due to tribe leadership or whatever was going on. So I feel like there were lots of hit and misses and unrequited love, and now is her time. So she's not crazy. She's right, which is really beautiful. Wow. And she's prepared, you know, she's set down the foundation. She's knowing it. So it's going to come through dream work. It's going to come through a lot of synchronicities are going to start to come up. So yeah, it's her time. I'm very excited. Oh, that's so good. I love that.
We have a question from Gina McPherson. When will I meet my husband? How will I know it's him?
Hello, Gina. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to remind these for a second. Okay, so first you have Heroine card, and I'm going to explain this in one moment, how this is going to make a difference. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, Heroine. So, whoa, this is crazy. And then I want to clarify. So let's see. I'm definitely feeling in terms of aspects. I keep hearing 16, like 16 months. So yeah, usually when I hear, wouldn't it be funny if it was 16 years? 16 years from now. No, 16 months. Here's the thing with this. There's something going on where you're going to be doing something extra special in your life. Like, I know this sounds crazy, but like something where you pull something off that is tremendous and heroic. I don't know whether it's giving somebody the Heimlich, helping somebody that's in jeopardy, or something that is heroic. You go out of your way that could put your person in jeopardy to help somebody else. And this is the catalyst that starts to bring this energy and the love offer, you being ready, you having clear thinking, you being able to govern your emotions and read what's what. But you do have some aspect of your life where something really remarkable is going to come in. I don't know. I feel like there's steps involved, like somebody is falling down the steps and you grab them, or something. There's something with a plummet and you stop it. And I mean, it's not life threatening to you, but you're paying attention at the right time. So something happens with that. And I feel like it's strange, and close to that happening is when the love connection comes in. You have clarity of thought, and then because you're starting to feel so good and elevated, you're like, wow, we're all here for a reason, in places, times, to do certain things. And, you know, you have a great sense of self, a great sense of confidence, and you're going to carry yourself different, and you're going to be highly, highly alluring and attractive. And then, there's going to be a series of people that are attracted to you, but you're going to know right away the person that is yours is going to stand out immensely, and you're going to be like, oh, you feel it, you know it, and that's just it. They are the one. So that's really beautiful. I love that card. That's really cool.
Yeah, I just want to remind people that any questions that Mel does not get to on camera, after the video is finished, in the regular comment section, we answer her super chat questions. In the regular comment section, she will post a response within 24 to 48 hours. It's almost 55 minutes, so we're going to be wrapping this up, I imagine, reasonably shortly.
Yeah, in about 5 or 10 minutes, because I can feel my throat.
So we'll get a few more in. Right now, I'm going to go back and do some of the greens. If you want a guarantee of an on-camera read, we'll still do a couple of yellows or oranges if you haven't got one in yet, but we'll go back and do some of the older ones right now.
Yeah, it's Hagen's first day of school tomorrow, so our wake-up time is 5:15, and it's like we got to be like, yeah, it's crazy early, but I was like, Ian said I can help you tonight, and I kept hearing so many people commented, Mel, can you come do a live? And I want to get in the momentum of doing it, either bi-weekly or weekly, because I love this connection with you guys, and it helps my daily leads. So yeah, it's just tomorrow's an early morning.
Okay, let's go back to my life starring Anita. Hi, Melanie. I love your readings.
Oh,
so many things
you.
running on my mind lately. Any messages for me? Love, abundance, career, time. Thank you.
Hello. So let's see first. First, you have the Enchanted Emporium, which I love, because this speaks to being in this is like coming across some treasure, some secret treasure, either in your household attic, whatever, while you're out shopping. It's something, it's almost like a magical amulet or item that is lucky for you. It's like a lucky talisman. And oftentimes a lot of people think that is it's a mental state, but a placebo is the same thing. When we believe something is lucky, but I feel like it's something that once belonged to your tribe, your family, something, and you just come across it, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, you're so attracted to this, and this item carries a very lucky energy to it. So when you see it, you'll know it, which is really, really cool. So let's see what's going on. Let me give these a shuffle. Okay, so let's see. Abundance. Wow, yeah, you have things moving very quickly now. Oh, and yeah, affection, love, attention, this Emperor energy, this male force coming very quickly. Wands, Eight of Wands is like something you've set out the intention. You're already doing that by speaking of it right now. It's so funny. People don't give enough honor to their voice. When they say something, they want something, guess what? You've already started the law of attraction. You've identified what you want, abundance and love. And it's like missiles that literally go out into the universe, because what you're seeking is also seeking you. And it is like a heat-seeking missile coming back to you. What do I want? I have said what I want. And look at this for abundance in terms of that. That is really miraculous. With the Seven of Pentacles is you setting the foundation, you planting the seeds, and now you get to go get the harvest. It's harvest season for you to get the rewards, for people to pay attention to your hard work and give you kudos and be like, wow, that's amazing. And also the love factor coming in. And I'm feeling like this too. I keep seeing cups everywhere. It's funny. So I feel like that they might be a water sign, very deep, very poetic. They might even be like a lyricist or a singer. There's something, even if it's not their main vocation, there's something. I feel like you like music and you're attracted to music, and that's going to be one of kind of your bonding issues together. But yeah, very stoic, very strong, loyal, trustworthy, and elevated in society in ways like when they speak, people are taking note because they're accomplished. And you're going to feel grounded in this season coming up too, because you realize that we are how we speak to ourselves. Today you wake up and you go, I'm in a good mood. I can make anything happen. I know in my life I'm stoked just how, because I get up and I look around, I'm like, I can do anything I want. I can make any kind of jewelry. That's why I'm always collecting stones. I'm like, I can make anything. And I get all excited. And I'm like, I can do, make my animals feel great. I can, really connect with my viewers. And I love answering my comments. Sometimes I just put aside a couple hours every few days and I answer everything. And it's so elevating and it's so lovely. And I'm so proud of everybody. It's that type of thing that we can create whatever day, month, year in love that we want simply by outlining it. I cannot You guys, please, everybody listening, Marissa Peers, P-E-E-R. She did a video today. It's 8 to 10 minutes. Please do it. She talks about mood boards, which are basically vision boards, and how she manifested her life. She basically knew that she set up this big thing, this big speech. Nobody was coming, so she was going to cancel. She was trying to get a book deal. All of a sudden, her manager, somebody called up and said, Marissa, please rebook this place because you have major publishers coming, like 10 major publishers, 6 major publishers. And she's like, okay, I will. She invited all her friends, come to this free talk. She signed right away because she had made this vision board that said, you know, she put herself bestseller. She wrote herself a check. She did all this stuff. You can do it on your computer. You get excited about it. You get the potential. You get the action. You get the motivation. You get all of this beautiful energy and force behind it, and you actually make it happen. She does this with people trying to conceive. Vision boards are amazing. It doesn't matter if it's on your computer or what it is. Start that so you can have exactly what you want, because it helps you pinpoint. You don't put sad things on your mood board. You don't put disasters, right? Put all the good things, all the aspects you're reaching for. So you guys go see that. I was so impressed with that. Yeah, I was led to her today, and I was like, awesome. Because, you know, I want to teach my children this. They're teenagers, and they're into that. They understand that. So beautiful. Yeah, you have great things coming. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Question from Kat. Hi, Melanie. I've had some worries about my future career. Should I apply to law school? Process.
Okay. I won't let Ian talk about that because he, you know, I'm never one to deter anybody from any higher education. But, you know, what are like the stats on lawyers? It's outrageous.
50% of them are unemployed
50?
as lawyers.
Yeah, because there is such a high amount of them that 50% of them end up doing other things that are completely out of their vocation and working, you know, in restaurants and things like that. Yeah, it's saying give it some time, and the Hierophant, that you're going to have the answers, you know, within a couple of weeks, but you really have to pray on it and ask yourself, is this the one thing? Because never give up on a dream. Is this the one thing that you hold so dear to your heart and you could see yourself doing? Because that's a lot of times that people will go into college, and I have a lot of people that connect with me and go, oh, Melanie, I really thought, you know, I wanted to be in, you know, or science or politics, whatever. And then all of a sudden they're like, I don't really know if that's for me. So that's what you have to ask yourself. Read up on certain circumstances. If you can, connect with a lawyer out there and ask them a few things. But first of all, is it your absolute dream? Is it something that you could do 24 hours a day, never get tired of it? Is the law your life path, purpose? If it is, never give up on it and pursue it. Of course, you should do that. Now, if you want to earn a viable sum of money and be able to support yourself off that and not just have student debts, ask yourself that. Check the statistics, because they really are punishing. I don't know why. It just has to be a huge amount of people with college degrees in law that just can't be placed at law firms. Even Harvard, Yale, it's like the top of the tops that want partners will hire and give you a shot, but it's such a tough thing. But this is saying, if this is your dream, never give up, and again, start your vision board right away. This is what I want. I picture myself doing this, not giving up, having absolute focus, knowing that it's worth it. But again, the Hermit is giving it thought. Okay, really think about it. Because I feel right now that you'll have success in wherever you go. This is your overall card. Whatever you want to do with your life, you're going to have a new, fresh beginning. You're going to be divinely protected in this, and you're going to have passion. I mean, Ace of Wands is a number one passion. You just don't give up. You have follow through. But ask yourself, what is that thing you could do for the rest of your life and you never tire? Okay, because that's what's important. What drives us? This is really the only thing that I could do full time, all the time. Second I open my eyes, I'm never bored. I'm never, you know, I'm always excited and trying to figure things out, and I get to be creative. So ask yourself that, can you be creative in this field, you know, of law? Are you that type of person? Courtroom, whatever type of law, ask yourself, could you continuously do that? And it would be interesting and something that you would just pursue to the day you could no longer do it, because that's important. That passion has to be there. But that Ace of Wands is also like nuclear passion for sure. Okay, so that's that one.
We just hit the hour. You want to do one more?
Yeah, we'll do one more.
This is Yeslia Valencia asking, is he the one?
What a cool name. I love that name. I love the fact you guys coming from all over the world, you have the most beautiful names. I love Indian names so much. Like, oh, I just love that. I love Swedish names, Norwegian names. Like, I get so excited when I see them. Oh, look at that. So that's really cool. Let me get the clarifier on that. Oh, snap. I feel, yeah, look at that. You have the Six of Wands, the celebration, and the Two of Cups. I love the Two of Cups even more than the Lovers due to the fact that I feel like this is equal exchange. I feel like Two of Cups is not just lovers. It's not just about sexual passion and hooking up and stuff. This is about emotional connection, being on the same level, being able to relate to everything they're thinking and saying, and they, you, mutual respect, feeling at peace. Like, look how they're looking at each other. You ever, you know, you're in that relationship and you could just sit there and stare at them endlessly. They're like, yeah, yeah. They're like the spoon in your pudding. It's so, so sweet. So yeah, and again, don't ever be afraid, because this is what I always feel like. This is like Caesar returning to Gaul, victorious, winning. And that's how you'll feel internally. When we finally kind of like meet our match and we get to our place, we feel success, right? Because there are so many people that feel diminished or they feel bad. I can say this for some of my friends that have gone in the dating field. There can be 8 out of 10 aspects they adore about this person. Then there'll be 1 or 2 where it's like, oh, they beat themselves up about this person's lack of gifts, whatever they're looking for, when we never should. I mean, that's just something, it's not for us. We should never settle, ever settle. And because you haven't, now you got lucky and you have the one that makes you feel like you won the lotto, the one that makes you feel like celebrating them. So that's really beautiful. Never ever, you know, diminish yourself or think there's a problem with you because something hadn't panned out. The reason it doesn't is so you can have what's exactly meant for you at the exact time it's meant for you. So you can participate in wholeheartedly, gazing lovingly, and feel that energy. So very beautiful. I love that for you. Yeah, go forth fearlessly. That's what people have to incorporate, more fearlessness into these relationships, and not have be second guessing and be like, you know, again, not trying to be interesting, but being interested in these people and, you know, what they have to offer you and how you can have your life be enriched because of them. Okay, so before I turn this over to Ian, I want to offer my sincerest thank you for all you guys coming and visiting. This like made my night. It's so funny. I'm like, I don't know if anybody's going to be around on a Wednesday. I'm like, I'll post it during the day. But I value and cherish you guys so much. And I know that dozens of you were DMing me, oh, Melanie, can you come on live? Because it does make a pervasive, beautiful energy for all of us. We feel connected. You guys recognize each other on here. You start to chat together. Sometimes when Cherry's around, she's able to come on. And, you know, I'm seeing Leah, Michelle right now. And you guys, you know, it's like I'm in my living room and you guys all came in and we all get to chat and, you know, get in touch with ourselves, get hopeful. It's just really lovely. But because it is an ordeal for Ian and he has to do a lot and set up and everything, what I'm going to do, which you guys are really going to like, is going to be a treat, is India's going to start helping me. How wonderful is that going to be? She's going to be reading, and India is very intuitive and sweet and lovely. And I might even have her like come in the same chair and read to me so you can see her, because she's expressive and hilarious. I adore her, and she's really into tarot now. So she's going to be reading. It'll be so good. It'll be wonderful, because I love going live and connecting with you guys this way. I actually feel like I miss you when I don't, and I'll be thinking of people. I'll be like, whoa, I wonder how they're doing, you know, especially if I haven't heard from them in weeks. And like Lisa Blair, like when she went MIA for a little while, I knew she was working and she has life struggles. And then all of a sudden I was like, well, where are they? You know, honestly, you guys, you are my heart. You're so beautiful. Your comments blow me away. And you Patreons that support my channel, thank you so much. It really helps with my diversity. If you guys ever want to come and help support the channel on there, I appreciate it so much. And I'm going to do some new things and really spark it up and put some good effort into that for my thanks, because you guys are amazing. And thank you guys too, that all coming over on Instagram, which is Sparkwist11. I do daily posts and memes, and we have a blast over there. It's so much fun. And that's when I get to talk to people about, you know, things they want, designs, and I show them strands of beads I have, and they're like, hey Mel, can you turn this into this and that? And it's so fun. And it's like, you know, it's like calling your friend, and you get to DM and send pictures of your crazy cats doing crazy things. Like Winter put her arms up in the air. I posted this. It was so strange. and Hagen put coins on her paws and she just stayed there. I'm like, oh, she's doing a money spell. It was so nuts. I was like, it's crazy. But any way, shape, or form, you know, that I can connect with you guys just fills my heart. I love you so much. Thank you, guys. I'm just going to turn over to Ian so he can quickly explain what happens with anyone who wasn't answered and how I take care of that, because my voice is about to go. Ian, you want to reinstate that?
Yeah, well, first thing I want to mention is the Patreon. The Patreon tiers, it starts at $1 a month. So, I mean, almost anybody can afford that. And it really does help because it adds up, and then it really helps us provide these videos. Because it is a lot of work. I mean, Mel is working, dawn to dusk almost every day. And then she says, I'm going to take the weekend off, and then she works all weekend too.
I love it.
That really helps. Anyone who asked a super chat question, thank you very much for the donations. We're sorry we can't get it all on camera, but if you write the question in the comments after the video, not the super chat comment section, the regular comment section that appears in a few minutes, rewrite the question, and then she will go over it in the next 24 to 48 hours and answer those questions by text. So make sure you do that. And then you get an answer, text answer to your questions. Thank you very much.
I just want to show you guys some of this artwork of that. And also what I'm doing now too is with my new decks that I use, I'm going to do like a quick flip through. I'll leave 2 minutes at the end of the public videos to do quick flip throughs because I have so many beautiful new decks and the artwork blows me away. And I know a lot of you other readers come in and you check out my videos and you're like, oh, that's how I find a lot of my decks, through other readers. So yeah, I love that. So I'll start posting those. Gidget Joe, you are my star. You're my sugar, my coffee. Thank you for that. And thank you guys all the time for just tuning in. And if I can say one thing, is it's like, be kind to yourself and love yourself, because you guys are amazing. We are all our own beautiful sparks of light, and we need to treat ourselves and each other well. We are coming into the age of Aquarius where all the bullshit's fallen away, people. Like, all the good stuff is, the cream is rising to the crop, and you're part of that cream. So let yourself be free and of good cheer, and let yourself know you have all the time in the world and all is well. That's all you need to know. Breathe deep, have a sense of calm, because you are looked after and you are blessed. So namaste, you guys.